Fall sports are underway. Practice began Saturday.
Yeah, but one healthcare official rather, thinks that practice may be the extent of fall sports this season. Here's Chris Wrinkle in our latest coverage of athletes at risk.
While the governor can't give an answer about what will happen with fall sports, and the OHSAA continues to send out memos, Dr. Steve Feagins thinks practice is as far as we'll get.
Today, it appears that we may allow schools to play each other. I don't believe that that will occur. I really believe that we will kind of shelter in school, if you will.
That's because when it comes to a pandemic, healthcare guidelines during sports are an exception. Doctors, athletic trainers, and other healthcare providers agree. They tell Local 12 that coronavirus and fall contact sports like football, field hockey, and soccer are incompatible for many reasons. At the Korey Stringer Institute, their focus is on athletes returning to sports who aren't properly trained, which they say the delay of sports can do.
A great deal of research has found that when you are fit and acclimatized, that you also not only reduce heat stroke deaths, but cardiac and exertional sickling deaths.
Feagins doesn't see a scenario where contact sports play this fall beyond teammates.
I can't see that.
That's largely because physically, fall contact sports break every healthcare guideline for slowing the spread of coronavirus: masks, distance, and density. And the worst is football. When it comes to team sports this fall and wearing a mask, there are no mandates from the governor, health departments, or sports governing bodies requiring one during play. Social distancing, there must be 6 feet between every athlete except when on the field or court per the governor's order.
If we look at sports in general, what has been successful is when we've had self-contained situations like the NBA in Orlando, Major League Soccer in Orlando.
Then there's no congregation of groups. That's only before or after the sport, not during game time. Physical contact is the opposite, only during game time.
We are really working hard to preserve the ability for some good proportion of our students to have in-person education. I think the attempt to try to play other schools would be a distraction from that.
Chris Wrinkle, Local 12 News.
Now, health departments can recommend postponing fall sports, but the final decision is ultimately up to the schools. To learn more about how the coronavirus is impacting fall sports, head to athletesatrisk.com.